ICE conducts massive workplace enforcement operation.
So
What's
right now
this
we are in
about?
Omaha, Nebraska. We are with federal agencies as they go in, and they're actually doing a targeted
Looks like a
enforcement
warehouse.
operation here at Glen Valley Foods, where several individuals are there working illegally. There are about 70 officers and agents on scene right now. They're about to go
70
in
officers.
to this facility right now, and we are the only network on scene.
Apparently in this operation, they arrested over 100 people in the country illegally, all of whom lied about their ability to work here.
Yeah, this, I think there's a...
Oh. What do we got here? How many people are we talking? Wow.
Get it sharp. Okay. No knives. Okay.
They're searching everyone.
Yep, just a second. Let me get some information and we'll walk you through your shoes, okay? Let's just use this room right here.
It's like they're going through the office area.
Right here.
And now they're in the warehouse. Apparently, as you're about to see, not everybody wanted to just present themselves to ICE, and there are people hiding in this warehouse that agents have to go track down.
You coming in?
This is crazy. These people could be anywhere. Look, they're armed. They got vests. Some massive warehouse. Look at all the food. This is a food processing facility. Oh, they found some people.
Get down! Hey! Look at the corner of the
These people did not want to come out for some reason.
Revista, ven aquí ahora! Policía! Now! Vámonos! Come back, come back!
This is crazy. People are hiding in among all the skids.
Ven aquí, señor! Oh, señora.
Look at how many people are back there.
All the way up from the top.
This is crazy.
On top.
There's still more people back there. Is there an officer in there? It looks like it. Wow. So what's interesting is this is very humane. There is no violence. There are also no activists here to make the whole situation worse. That's worth pointing out. But as you're about to see, the company here lost over half its workforce during this raid and might have to shut down. They're making sure people are okay, they're not injured. Are those like the tinfoil blankets? This is like a half humanitarian effort, half law enforcement. Yeah, it's probably like a giant refrigerator in there. Look at all these people are bundled up. Oh, now they're on some elevated platform, looking in what looks like a hidden compartment. I think there were people hiding in there. That's so crazy. This place is just wall to wall with folks who are in the country without permission.
Hey, Justin, where am I taking him?
I got so many people they're arresting, they don't even know what to do with them all.
He doesn't want to talk.
That's fine.
She says she's not. Where we have to do it all at the station.
So now they're figuring out who these folks are, what their legal status is. They're determining who's who before they make any detainments. Which is what these are for. Even if people are nonviolent, they still have to be handcuffed when they're placed under arrest. That's for everyone's safety. If those Los Angeles ICE activists were here, this would be an absolute disaster right now, but it's probably the most peaceful thing we're going to see on TV all week, and this is the thing the protesters are upset about. And here they are bringing people out. Look at how many individuals. Apparently this is one of the largest ICE operations in American history, definitely the largest in the state of Nebraska where this took place. This is wild. Oh, something going on up there. Where are they going now? Look, they're still finding people. This is crazy. Apparently they detained over 100 people, made around 100 arrests, but look at how big this place is. I don't even know if they found everybody. It looks like a legitimate company too. This is crazy. Oh wow, so they photograph people and have them hold up a sign saying who they are so they have an actual record of who each person is before something happens. I see a lot of due process going on here. This does not look like a violation of anyone's rights or inhumanity. They know these folks are here without permission, and it looks like these folks know that too. They're not fighting, they're not resisting. But probably the biggest question on everyone's mind, in my mind, is how did this company that looks legitimate manage to hire over 100 people who aren't even supposed to be here?
Walk me through the process here, Elric, of what happened.
So we did execute a civil search warrant here.
So they had a warrant
for personnel from this from Glen Valley Foods that were using fake IDs, fraudulent IDs, or some type of combination of IDs that weren't real.
Fake IDs.
Now, were they not real, or were they potentially other individuals' identities? So they were real, but they just weren't theirs.
Correct. Right now, it seems that there was a mixture of those, but we'll know more as the investigation progresses.
And how many people did we have that were flagged, that were
interesting
using these fraudulent documents?
Approximately 107.
107. And how many did you guys actually apprehend today?
107 people.
We're up there. We're in the hundreds right now.
In the hundreds.
Yes.
So would you say this is the biggest workplace enforcement operation that HSI has seen, that the DHS community has seen since Trump took office?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
in the state of Nebraska. I'm sorry.
In the state of Nebraska.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
So we know why ICE was there, but they also interviewed the owner, and you're going to be pretty surprised. Apparently, he was using the E-Verify system, which is supposed to stop people who aren't here legally from getting these kinds of jobs.
A lot of these individuals, you were under kind of the impression, from what I understand, they had documentation.
Yeah, he thought they were legal.
And you thought they were working legally.
Well,
is that
why
correct?
would we not? We E-Verify.
They E-Verify.
So what are we supposed to do? Mm-hmm. Can you tell me? I'd like to know.
I mean, do they just provide their documents like they would any person coming into work for you, right? And then you do the normal situation and nothing, no red flags, no nothing. They were just normal people, and then all of a sudden you find out
precisely
they're using American citizens' identities.
Right.
How did it feel when you learned that they were using other people's identities?
I could not believe it. I was dumbfounded.
Yeah.
These are good, hard-working people. They really, truly are, and they're part of our family.
Well, they might be part of your family at this business, and they might help your business today, but they're stealing the identities of actual Americans or people that are here legally, and they lied to him to get into his business. Every single person who lied to him and then got hired by him with a smile on their face, they are the reason this raid took place.
So what?
They get free pop, they get free ice cream, they get free donuts every Friday, they get pizza. We love them.
So he
They're
treats
great
his
people.
workers well. He's
It
not
makes me so sad.
harming them
They
by
have
having them work
families.
here.
Does it make you sad that they committed a crime, or does it make you sad they're being removed?
It makes me sad that I don't understand why they would use false ID when they can, I think, get a visa.
Because they probably can't all get visas. There must be some reason for that. And these are people who apparently snuck into the country illegally, oftentimes with the help of criminals. And now we're surprised that they don't think it's a big deal to borrow somebody's social security number or ID to get a job.
Maybe if they have a criminal background, they can't get a visa, but I don't know that. And I just assumed that they were all good people. Had no reason to think not.
So where do you go from here, Gary? What's
Well,
next for
I
you?
understand there's a program. We can work with Homeland Security and we can get visas from them along with a list of employees that we can interview, and the ones that we want, we give them a visa, and it's squeaky clean.
You see-
Because Homeland signs off on it, from what I
Yeah,
understand.
because the folks
And I
will
didn't
be
know that
vetted
until now.
before they are given a visa and
Yeah,
allowed to
that
live
kind
here
of
and work
sad.
here.
Where-
Exactly right.
So is your frustration more with the individuals or more with the federal government right now doing what they're
I
doing?
think the federal government, because why didn't we know about this program?
Okay.
Can you
Wow.
So
tell
it's
me?
more the withholding of like, hey, you have access to all these individuals that want jobs, but you didn't even know that. And instead,
Precisely.
you ended up with individuals
Precisely.
using false identities.
Precisely.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not the federal government's job to provide you with a workforce that can work at your business. As the business owner, ultimately the responsibility's on you. The thing that stinks about this, you've got a whole criminal underworld that enabled these people to trick a legitimate business into hiring them. That's the problem. And if you're going to blame the government, you should blame the government that enabled that criminal underworld to exist and fed it for the last 4 years. If that hadn't happened, he probably wouldn't have more than half his workforce be people who aren't even supposed to be here. The problem with this situation is that this business owner, every single person he hired, passed E-Verify. To me, this doesn't look like the fault of the actual business owner. I think his blame against the ICE agents that are here at his business is misplaced, even though they are the ones conducting this raid. I think the blame for this should be with any president that allowed illegal immigration to take over our border for 4 years. What do you think about that? Thank you so much for watching. Go check out the full video on News Nation. They've got a couple of clips on this with even more background information. I think it's a fascinating story, and it really reveals the problems that employers are dealing with here in this country. See you later.